Kirk Frost has landed himself in hot water again, and this time it's worse than ever. A woman who's been secretly seeing him just revealed she's pregnant, and Rashida is absolutely furious. According to sources close to the couple, Kirk has been involved with this mystery woman for over a year, and looking back, the signs were painfully obvious. The woman has been spotted with Kirk at various events, sometimes even appearing in the background of Rashida's own social media posts. Can you imagine scrolling through your photos and spotting your husband's mistress lurking in the background? That's exactly what happened to Rashida, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. What's even more shocking is how this woman has been flaunting designer bags and jewelry that look identical to items Kirk gave Rashida. Some appear to be the exact same style, suggesting Kirk wasn't even trying to hide his double life. Reports indicate he's been paying some of the woman's bills, and they've been seen shopping together at upscale Atlanta boutiques. Eagle-eyed fans noticed Kirk and this woman staying at the same hotels where he'd been with Rashida just days earlier. The whole situation reeks of disrespect. On social media, the woman has been dropping hints for months with captions like, "I deserve better," and "I will not be second choice anymore." People quickly noticed that Kirk had liked several of these posts, adding fuel to the fire. Then came the video that blew everything wide open. Footage showing Kirk and the woman getting cozy at a private party, his arm wrapped around her, with zero attempt to hide their connection. Even more disturbing is how Kirk's friends have been acting, following the woman online and leaving flirty comments on her posts. It seems everyone knew about the affair except Rashida, or perhaps she knew but wasn't ready to confront the painful truth. The situation escalated dramatically when the woman privately told Kirk she was pregnant. When he dragged his feet on taking responsibility, she took matters into her own hands and posted a picture of a positive pregnancy test on Instagram with the caption, "Stepping into motherhood with or without you." The post went viral within hours, with people tagging both Kirk and Rashida, turning their private drama into public spectacle. When Rashida finally confronted Kirk, demanding the truth and evidence, he couldn't give her straight answers. He deflected, changed the subject, and offered nothing but confusion. But Rashida wasn't having it this time. She'd been through too much already. This wasn't just another minor indiscretion, but a baby and a woman who was done hiding in the shadows. Meanwhile, fans online became amateur detectives, uncovering more clues by the day. The woman started posting content that matched Kirk's timeline, photos from locations he'd visited, and gifts resembling ones he'd purchased. As more evidence surfaced, Kirk's situation looked increasingly damning. What made everything worse was Kirk's silence. He didn't speak up, didn't apologize, and posted nothing to explain himself. For someone who's been caught in similar situations before, his silence spoke volumes. Perhaps he thought it would blow over, or maybe he simply didn't care. Either way, his lack of response only deepened Rashida's pain. While Kirk remained quiet, Rashida's actions made her feelings crystal clear. She unfollowed him on social media, the modern equivalent of declaring a relationship over, and removed numerous photos of them together. The final blow came when she posted a simple message on her story: "Sometimes silence is the loudest answer." That single line said everything. She saw what was happening, she was hurt, and she wasn't pretending everything was fine anymore. Behind the scenes, conflicting stories emerged from those close to the couple. Some claimed Rashida had suspected something was off for a while but lacked proof, while others insisted she was completely blindsided. Regardless of which version is true, it's heartbreaking to watch Rashida pick up the pieces of her relationship yet again, this time with the whole world watching and weighing in. This isn't Kirk's first rodeo when it comes to cheating scandals. Fans of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta will remember the explosive drama with Jasmine Washington, another woman who claimed Kirk fathered her child. That saga had it all: fierce denials, dramatic DNA tests, and relationship turmoil. When the test confirmed Kirk was indeed the father, it put tremendous strain on his marriage to Rashida. Somehow, she found it in her heart to forgive him, or at least tried to. But now history seems to be repeating itself, and this time, Rashida may have reached her breaking point. As days passed, the pregnant woman continued posting cryptic messages online. While never explicitly naming Kirk, her posts left little doubt about who she was referring to. She seemed determined to make people connect the dots, and they certainly did. Fans reported seeing her at events Kirk attended solo, and others spotted her lurking in the background of old photos, suggesting she'd been present all along, just waiting in the wings. Now, with a baby on the way, she's clearly done with the shadows. The situation worsened when Kirk's friends not only liked her posts, but one even commented, "About time." This bombshell comment shocked everyone, implying they'd known about the affair all along. It wasn't just a surprise betrayal, it was a calculated secret that many people helped maintain. That kind of betrayal cuts especially deep. It's one thing when your partner lies to you, but it's far worse when those around you help hide the truth. Online support for Rashida exploded, with hashtags like Team Rasheeda and You Deserve Better trending across platforms. Her comment section overflowed with encouragement, urging her to stay strong, prioritize herself, and walk away if necessary. The drama transcended celebrity gossip, becoming a rallying point for women who'd experienced similar betrayals. Rashida emerged as a symbol of resilience and dignity in the face of humiliation. She began posting photos of herself looking confident and focused, with captions celebrating self-love. She showcased her business ventures and personal goals, demonstrating that regardless of Kirk's actions, she wouldn't allow them to destroy her. She made it clear she could move forward with or without him, and people took notice. Her following grew exponentially, with thousands of supportive comments praising her strength and grace under pressure. Kirk clearly miscalculated if he thought this scandal would quietly disappear. Now everyone's asking the same questions. Will Kirk finally break his silence? Will the woman share her complete side of the story? Will there be another paternity test? And most importantly, what will Rashida do next? Is this truly the end of their relationship? Or will she somehow find room for forgiveness one more time? One thing is certain, this has permanently altered their dynamic. Even if they remain together, things will never return to how they were. Trust has been shattered, too many details have become public knowledge, and Rashida herself has changed. She's stronger now and more aware of her worth. This situation isn't merely about infidelity, it's about respect, honesty, and whether people are truly capable of change. Everyone makes mistakes, but when the same pattern repeats, it's no longer about second chances, it's about self-preservation. Rashida now stands at a crossroads with the world watching. She must choose between holding on to a broken love or embracing peace for herself. It's not an easy decision, but it's hers alone to make. Sources close to the couple reveal Rashida wasn't completely shocked by the revelation. She'd sensed something was off for months. Kirk's behavior had changed noticeably, disappearing at odd hours, becoming secretive with his phone, and pulling away from their joint business ventures. She had intuitions, but lacked concrete evidence, until now. The moment she discovered Kirk's friends were liking and commenting on the other woman's posts was her breaking point. The betrayal cut even deeper, knowing people in their circle were aware of the affair but kept her in the dark. When Rashida finally confronted Kirk, she remained surprisingly composed. She didn't scream or cause a scene. She simply told him, "I have given you too many chances. This time, you're on your own." That quiet statement spoke volumes about her emotional journey. After their confrontation, Rashida packed a bag and left their shared home to get some space. The damage was already irreparable. Kirk tried making excuses, claiming the woman was trying to trap him, but Rashida wasn't buying it anymore. After years of lies and broken promises, this was the final straw that broke her resolve to keep their marriage intact. The bombshell that's sending shockwaves through their circle is that Rashida has reportedly consulted divorce lawyers. Insiders say this time it's not just talk, she's seriously considering ending the marriage for good. For years, Rashida has been the foundation holding everything together. Most of their businesses are primarily in her name. While Kirk helped run them, Rashida was the true architect of their success. Our legal team is now working overtime to protect her assets and investments. The truth is, Kirk doesn't have nearly as much control over their business empire as people might think. If Rashida decides to sever ties completely, he could potentially walk away with nothing. That's precisely why Kirk is in panic mode. Sources reveal he's been desperately begging Rashida not to file for divorce, but she's standing firm this time. People close to her say she's finally accepted the harsh reality that Kirk is incapable of changing. She's spent years forgiving him, covering for his indiscretions, and striving to keep their family together, but now she appears ready to prioritize her own peace and well-being. If she follows through with a divorce, Kirk stands to lose big. He could forfeit access to their businesses, stores, and main revenue stream. Beyond that, Rashida wants full control of their real estate holdings, including their Atlanta mansion. If Kirk is forced to move out, it's unlikely he'll be settling into another luxury property anytime soon. But the stakes extend beyond just money. Rashida feels she's been made to look foolish for years, and this latest scandal was the final push she needed. She's ready to reclaim her power and dignity. Friends say she's been quietly discussing plans to leave the marriage and focus entirely on herself and her own growth. And let's be honest, Rashida doesn't need Kirk to thrive. She has her own successful brand, thriving stores, and a massive supportive fan base. If Kirk thought he could keep living lavishly off Rashida's success while sneaking around with other women, he's in for a rude awakening. Meanwhile, Kirk is scrambling desperately to save face. He's flooding his social media with motivational quotes and relationship wisdom, as if that could somehow repair the damage. One particularly tone-deaf post read, "A real man stands by his family through the storms." Rich, coming from the man who created the hurricane? But empty platitudes aren't enough. Sources say Kirk is begging Rashida to try marriage counseling, believing a professional might help salvage what's left of their relationship. After another betrayal and potentially another child on the way, however, it may be too late. This isn't their first attempt at counseling, and clearly previous efforts didn't prevent this latest fiasco. Insiders reveal Kirk is trying every trick to prevent Rashida from leaving, knowing full well what's at stake. He's attempting to make her feel guilty by reminding her of everything they've built together, suggesting it would be foolish to throw it all away. While Kirk's friends advise him to lie low and stay quiet, he continues posting on social media, desperately trying to repair his tarnished image. But the internet has already rendered its verdict, and the damage is done. The other woman, meanwhile, is basking in the attention. In one inflammatory post, she wrote, "I was never a secret, just a choice," a statement that set social media ablaze, with many interpreting it as a claim that Kirk actively chose her over Rashida. Sources say she's been telling people that Kirk promised to leave Rashida once the baby arrived, and now that everything's public, she expects him to honor that promise. Things could get even messier, as she's reportedly been in contact with gossip outlets and hinting at a potential tell-all interview. If that happens, Kirk could lose everything: his marriage, his reputation, and any remaining shred of respect. Even some of Kirk's friends have attempted to persuade her to keep quiet, but she's holding firm, fully aware of her leverage in this situation. As the drama continues to unfold, the central question remains: will Rashida finally walk away for good? The world is watching and waiting to see what happens next.